Hello everybody and welcome to the first of a two-part odds and ends book haul. I intended to film a book haul back in January after my post-holiday shopping and I never filmed it. And then I never filmed it and I continued not filming it. And at this point I have acquired a bunch of things from various sources and I'm going to try to show you most of it, but this is certainly not all the things I've acquired in the last 3 months, just mostly things I haven't read yet, to be honest, or pretty editions of things. I'm gonna do this in two parts because, oh my god, they're slipping. There are so many of them, I can't keep them on my lap, and it would make a very long video. So one today and one tomorrow. First, I have Midnight Never Come by Marie Brennan. This is the first in a historical fantasy series, which I'm interested in reading because I read very little historical fantasy actually, and what I have read of that genre, I have really enjoyed. This one I believe is set in Elizabethan England under Elizabeth I, and it has something to do with fairies. I think I'm gonna like it. I got this book in my Book Bath Box subscription. I think it was the Spring 2017 box. I don't remember what the theme was, but this suited it perfectly. And I'm really interested in reading it because I have enjoyed Marie Brennan's other series, the Memoirs of Lady Trent. Very fun, very good books. Also, I have the bookmark that came with it. This is designed by Nicole from Dorka Brain, so of course I have to keep the bookmark with the book. This next beautiful hardcover novella is Penric the Shaman by Lois McMaster Bujold. This is the physical edition that Subterranean Press did. Only the first two in the series are out, but I know that 3 and 4 are going to be released as well. The cover is by Lauren Saong, who also did the Subterranean Press editions of the Imperial Roch series by Anne Leckie. I have prints of all 3 of them. I showed one of them in a video once. I really like her art. I would love to see more of her art on book covers, and just these novellas are so gorgeous. I can't wait to get the next 2. This is the second story in the Penric and Desdemona series, which is part of the World of the Five Gods fantasy series, and every single one of the novellas is really good, and Pendragon the Shaman was particularly good, and I nominated it for the novella category in the Hugo Awards this year. Then I have a little translated classic called Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino. I really shouldn't have bought a new copy of this because I have read so little by Calvino. I could have gotten this from Interlibrary alone, but I really wanted to get one of these vintage classics editions. I have never seen one in person before, and I just wanted to try it out, so I got it. It was really cheap on Book Depository. I'm trying to read more translated fiction this year. I read some of the Cosmic Comics by Calvino in university years ago and didn't understand them at the time, but I thought they were very interesting, and I have so regretted getting rid of my copy. I didn't have the complete Cosmic Comics, but I had a selection, and I would love to have that and reread it now, but I don't. But I wanted to try Invisible Cities, and I'm going to read you the back. It says, in Invisible Cities, Marco Polo conjures up cities of magical times for his host, the Chinese ruler Kublai Khan, but it gradually becomes clear that he is actually describing one city, Venice. I've heard some good things about Calvino and his writing style, and I hope that I will really enjoy this. And it doesn't hurt that it's super tiny. I thought it was going to be a really big book, and then it's like 150 pages long? Yeah, 148 pages long. I love short books right now. You ever buy that used book online and it comes with massive stickers on the front that you can't get off? This is Sarah Canary by Karen Joy Fowler. I literally know nothing about this book except that it used to be in the SF Masterworks line from Gollancz, and it's not available in there anymore, and I don't know why. So let's see what it says on the back. There is no blurb on the back, so I can't tell you what it's about. Gonna have to read it then. I know I can do better than that for you, so I'm going to read you the first sentence. The railway workers were traveling from Seattle to Tenino on foot and had stopped midday to rest. So I guess it's going to have something to do with a railroad. We'll find out. Wow, this is a really brightly colored book. It almost helps make my face not yellow in this light. This is the Calcutta Chromosome by Amitabha Ghosh, and I don't know anything about it. It's just for my Arthur C. Clarke Award winner project, and let's see what it says on the back. A computer programmer trapped in a mind-numbing job hits upon a curious item that will forever change his life. He is suddenly drawn into a spellbinding adventure across centuries and around the globe into the strange life of El Mordogon, a man obsessed with the medical history of malaria. Well, that could be very interesting. I just hope it doesn't bring out my hypochondriac tendencies. Sometimes I have a really difficult time reading about illnesses and diseases, but I'm going to try it. The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 4. This one is called Rising Action, and it's written by Kieron Gillen, and the art is by Jamie McKelvie, who is one of my favorite artists in comics. Not that I have experience with many of them, but the art is what makes this series for me. I'm not going to recap this. This is super popular on BookTube. Everybody knows what it's about. It has beautiful art, and I hope that the writing brings the story and the plot along more quickly at this point. I'm still gonna really enjoy it though, and I should probably reread the first 3 volumes before I get into this. Last for Snow by Max Gladstone. This is the 4th book in the craft sequence. I've really enjoyed the first 3 books, and I think this is a series that gets better with every book, which is really exciting. You can't say that about a lot of series. I don't know what it's about. I honestly, when I kind of go into it blind, a lot of stuff has happened so far, and I don't know if the books are all really in chronological order. But we've got more contract law and magic and who knows what else, but I really enjoy that. I think the Max Gladstone writes very interesting and very diverse books. Next, I have 2 books by Gwyneth Jones. The first one is Bold as Love, which is for my Clarke Award winners project. This is what it says on the back. It's Dissolution Summer. As the United Kingdom prepares to break up into separate nations, oh goodness, the counterculturals have gathered for a festival where everything's allowed. Among them is a talented little brat called Fiorinda, rock and roll princess by birth, searching for her father, the legendary Rufus O'Neill. Instead, she finds Axe Preston, the soft-spoken guitar man with bizarre delusions about saving the country from the Dark Ages, and together with Sage Pender, I love the names in this, Sage Pender, techno-wizard king of the lads, they join the pop icon team that's supposed to make the government look cool. Okay, this sounds like a hoot. I hope it's as humorous as the blurb on the back because I really want to read this now. The other book by Gwyneth Jones is Life, and I love the blue on this cover. I'm getting kind of punchy. It's late, and I'm just saying whatever comes into my head, but this is a really pretty cover. This says on the back, this is an ambitious, focused, unblinking troublemaker of a book in which some ambitious young people meet as university students and then twine and branch together and apart throughout their adult lives. And it says our heroine is pursuing clues to a genetic shift that is already quietly transmuting our current gender conflicts and perhaps all of society into something new. This may have been one of the James Tiptree Award winners. It sounds like it could have been, or at least a nominee. I don't remember why I grabbed it. I must have thought this was on one of my lists, and it very may well be on one of my award lists. The last one I'll mention in this part 1 is Descender Volume 3, Singularities. This is written by Jeff Lemire and the art is by Dustin Wynn. Good writing, once again, beautiful artwork, and it's been far too long since I have read Descender. I can't remember when Volume 2 came out. One robot struggle to stay alive in a universe where all androids have been outlawed and bounty hunters lurk on every planet. And something about this little robot boy may be the key to figuring out why all the robots went crazy and attacked humans. Yay! That is the end of part 1 of this odds and ends book haul. I find it very awkward to end videos sometimes, so I'm just gonna embrace the awkwardness and say that's the end. I will talk to you again tomorrow in part 2, and until then, bye.